So, pardon the babushka on my head. I normally try to at least, brush my hair or do something to it before I talk to a camera, but I was really excited to get started on my project today, which is to cut all of the clothing sizes out of every single garment I own. See, I realize that I'm really addicted to what size I am. Like my ego is kind of tied to it. Um, I once weighed or over 200 pounds, and I was about a size maybe 18, 20. I can't even believe I'm saying this. I'm admitting this. It's probably easiest to do it because I'm talking to a computer and am pretending that other people aren't really hearing this information. But at that time in my life, I was really ashamed of myself. I know that doesn't go for everyone, but for me, I was having a really hard time, and my my ego was attached to that number, which just seemed huge to me. Over the years, I lost weight, I became healthy, and I've maintained pretty good health. And while health is more important to me than the number on the scale, for instance, I actually don't look at my weight. Um, there's something about those clothing sizes. When I went down to a single digit size, I cried in the dressing room. I put on a pair of jeans, they were a size 8, and I actually cried and called my mother from the dressing room. The guy who was working the dressing room probably thought I was nuts. But anyhow, it was a really big day for me. Since then, I'm obsessed that my size is usually a medium, that I have an M instead of an XL. And sometimes, ooh, maybe I can fit into a small, but sometimes it's a large, and then that hurts my ego. I mean, it's crazy. It does not matter. It's clothes. If I feel good in it, if I look decent in it, who cares what the size is? And yet I'm having a hard time removing my self-worth, to put that much weight on it, but self-worth from that size. It's sort of a symbolic gesture, I guess, to cut all the clothing sizes out, but I really hope it makes a difference, that instead of having this sort of closet where some of my clothes have more value to me because they're smaller, and whether I'm wearing jeans that have oh dear God, a size 10 on them instead of a size 6, it doesn't matter. I'm hoping eventually I can get to the point where that does not even matter to me at all. And so to me, this is my first step. So I'm going to get in there. I'm going to show you my closet as it is now. And I'm going to get in there, and I think it's going to be a pretty long process. And I don't know what I'm going to do with all the tags afterwards.
I've never even worn this dress before. It's just a size smaller than I normally wear, and so I like to have it in my closet.
If anyone else is interested in joining me, I'd love to hear what your experience is, what your emotional response is after cutting out all of your clothing sizes.
So, that's it. There were definitely some things I didn't want to cut the tag off of, for sure, for sure. Some things that are like my status pieces because they're a smaller size. I didn't want to do that. But anyhow, so it's done, and I commit to going forward, anything I buy at all this year, I will snip that tag directly off. And my hope is that I will not go into a dressing room, try something great on that I love, and look at the size and think, oh my God, I don't want to buy it because I don't want to wear that size. So I am going to do my best this year to remove my connection to the numbers that measure my body.